Hey guys, today I'm gonna tell you like how you can use forms in React. So basically, if you have came here to learn like how to use forms in React, I guarantee you I will teach you in the best way ever, like the easiest way. So let's just get started. So when you just like Google forms in React, so you can just come to the first site and you can like read a little bit if you want. Like it's not important or it's generally not required also, but yeah, see, basically these are control components are called. Like if someone asks you in interview like what are control components, how to use form, so you have to like tell these are control components. Because someone asked me, I don't know because I wasn't aware it's called control components. So yeah, so let's just get started. So we'll just make a folder and we'll name it tutorial. Yeah, so now we'll make another folder, we'll make a client. Okay, yeah. Now we'll do here, come here and do npx create dash react dash app. In the end, I'll use node.js at the backend to show like when the form is submitted, how the data we can get on the backend side. So at the last, you don't need to watch at the end part. If you want to see how's the backend working using React, it will be beneficial for you only. So till the library getting installed, we can like just pause it. So guys, it's like installed. So I want to use another package which is called Axios. Like it's very easy. If you don't want to use, it's your choice, but yeah, for teaching purpose I'm gonna use it because it's very easy, believe me guys. So let's just installing. So till then we can just open in code. Why there's two window opening? Don't say. Okay, it's still installing. Till then we can edit something here. We'll come to app.js and we'll remove everything from here and we'll say hello world. I say like emoji or something like that. A baby was born and the dad was a programmer, so he said hello world to the baby. So it was cool. So yeah, so it's still installing. I don't know, it's so embarrassing, it's taking so much of time. Please be fast, be fast. Hmm? Seriously? Are you kidding me? I don't know why it's taking time, or it generally takes that time only. So embarrassing, seriously. I have to pause it again, sorry guys. Okay, it's stalled. As soon as I paused it, it just got. Okay, so we'll do npm start. And it's starting. So basically React forms is used for, like suppose you submit a form, like if you have worked before in HTML, normal HTML, CSS or form. So whenever you click submit, so the page reloads again to send the data to the backend. So for that we use forms, React JS forms. It's like normal HTML, CSS but little bit change. So it for that the page doesn't reload and the data gets on the backend. And one thing more, it's important that it's also called control components. Please remember, someone will ask you in the interview. So yeah, so let's just make a form, normal form. I'm not making a like a form like any styling or that stuff. Control form data. Now we'll say input type text and we'll say placeholder name. We'll say br and we'll do same thing for yeah. Now we'll show text and we'll say it will be age and make it city. So city will be okay, and just make a br here also, and let me put everything in center tag. Center, yeah, center, control X. So see, normal form data, nothing much. So let's just see form data, name, age, city. Let me make name capital letter, name, age, city. So yeah, we have got a button also, sorry, button, submit. Okay, so yeah, so see what is the problem in this form. Suppose I have written my name, suppose John, age 45, like city LKO. So when I do submit, so why it submit isn't working? Because I haven't done anything, I haven't taken form tag. So suppose if I take form, yeah, and yeah, so now if I'll do whatever I did, so see the page is reloading. We don't want to page to relate because React only purpose is to stop page reloading and make it faster. So for that, we don't even need form tag in React.js, but yeah, it's a convention used from Century, so we should use it. So now we're gonna import use state. You must know how to use state. Import use state from React. Okay, yeah. So now yeah, so now we'll write const, we'll take name comma set name equals to use state, it will be null. Now same for the age. Now you got like what we have to do. Same for the city, age, city, age, city. See, so now we have taken age, age, city, set name, like normal use state variable. So now here what we'll do, we'll say on change, we'll do on change. First let me show you what will happen. Like let me just call a function, we'll make it e, so yeah, e console.log. On change means whenever something is changing, like if something is written and you are changing it, so it on change function will be called. And I'm doing console log e, like event, it is called event. So let me show you the main purpose of event. Like we'll be using event only. Use state is not defined, sorry, it's for USTATE, yeah. So let me just open inspect tab. See, now whenever I light Q, see every time event is called, and so I'm printing the event. So you can check when you go to event and you go to target, and then you go to there's so many events going on. Whenever you click, we go to event.target.value. It was like let me show, yeah, value. So see, value, it's QWER, like every time we write something the value will be keep on changing. See, let me just show you QER, like if we write TE. So now like let me just show you the last one. So let me directly write the event.target.value. So basically that's what happening when we have to catch this value only. I'm just telling you we have to catch this value only. Now let's clean it. Now we'll say okay, see, okay lap. So this is what happening, like every time we are cleaning, and see it became a triangle. So every time we writing it, value is changing. So that's value, we want that value. So how do we get that value? We want that value in the name variable. Think how do we get? Simple, we just write here set name. Simple. Now the value will be set here. So same thing for the age also, and city also. Here we'll write set age set city. So what happening, age and city is being set. So now see, yeah, so I have like remove console log, so we can just print the here also at the, let me print br. Yeah, we can print name, do br, age, and we'll do city. Yeah, so name is John. See, as soon as I'm writing here, it's keep writing here only, because what we are doing, whenever the change is there, set that change into set name, where like set name use state. So set name use state, and we are showing it here only. So it's going so fast, like see John Abraham. So like whatever you wanna write, and age is will be like 23, city LKO, and USC move. So like if you want to do this in a vanilla JavaScript, like if you are obviously you have learned it, it would have taken so much of code, like you will be like like I haven't done this so much in vanilla JavaScript. So yeah, so it's so easy. So after this, like we have done these things. So let me just say John 823 city LKO. Okay, so now we'll do submit. Obviously we haven't done anything. So for submitting, we don't want page to reload, so we'll import. Axios is not necessary, but it's the industry standard. You should run, like learn it. I'm telling you, like everyone use Axios only, because they have some capabilities other than normal fetch JavaScript function. Now here we'll make a function const post. Now here we'll do const response is equals to, we'll say Axios dot post, and we'll write a local host 5000. Yeah, and here we'll write the data, like we have name, and we'll show name. Then we have, oh sorry, like a object will give the data name. Then we have age, city. See, it's like a normal object. We calling the function post. It should be async, yeah, and we'll do await. Yeah, now as soon as the response comes, we'll do const res equals to await response, and we'll do console dot log response. Okay, so whenever like we have to call it on click post. So we're saying on click, just call this function and post this data on whatever the API endpoint is, and put name as name. See, we are sending name as name, age as age, and city as city, like it's a form data, and then await for the response to come and print the response. So like normal, yeah, so it will show error. See, yeah, okay, so now suppose we'll say write John, and our age is 45, city is Mumbai. As soon as we do submit, see the whole page got reloaded. And one thing more, always make this thing as a function argument. I mean, it's not necessary, but yeah, you should. So whole page is getting reloaded, so we'll make it as a function. So now here we'll pass event, like I've like, oh sorry, I told you like everything is an event. Every time you push like it's an event, like target dot value, so everything is an event. So we are targeting event, and on post will send the event. So yeah, it's a normal event we are sending on click, and here we'll receive the event and we'll say event dot prevent default. What I'm doing here, I'm telling like event ka the default behavior of the event, stop that thing, like whatever the default behavior of the event, just stop it. So like whenever you click a form submit, so what's the behavior of that form, like it sends the data and reload the page. So what I'm telling it, just prevent default, like whatever the tag or whatever the form used to do, just stop that, don't do that. So we are just doing prevent default. So now we'll just see it, and now we'll say John, age 7, city LKO. Now we'll do submit. See, now page is not reloading. Now as soon as I just remove the, like comment it out, and now if I'll submit it, see the page got reloaded. And if I remove the comment, see the page isn't reloading. Now we want to show what happening on the backend, how we can get the data. See, it's getting network error and we can't send the API like on the backend. So I'm gonna make a Node.js API at the backend. It will be really fast. Like if you want to see, you can see it also. It will be of like 5 minutes only. So where was I? Yeah, tutorial. Now make a new folder. We'll say server. Yeah, and here we'll command prompt, and we'll install something like npm install what thing, express parse body parser. Yeah, these things are only required, so it's installing very fast. So yeah, it's done. So just make an open with code. Yeah, now we'll just make a new file, index.js, and we'll say const express equals to require express. Now we'll do const cos equals to require cos, like React.js required a cos policy, so we have to use that. Const body parser require body dash parser. Now we'll say const, oh sorry, we'll do const app equals to express, and we'll do app dot use body parser dot url encoded extended false, like these things you have to write. Then we'll do app dot use cos app dot use express dot json. Yeah, And now the main thing, app.get. Now here we'll making a just normal a get request, so I can just show you. Hmm. Rest.send message. It's working. So yeah, so it's a normal at the like yeah, I have to start the app.listen. 5000. Yeah, so it's running on the port 5000. So if we run it, we'll do cmd node index.js. Sorry, body. Oh, sorry, some error is there. Body. Yeah. Now again I run it. What? How come it changing to this? Oh, I haven't like. Sorry guys. So embarrassing. Yeah. Body parser, body parser, body parser. Yeah. So many mistakes. I have written so fast that. Then what is body parser? Please run this time. Yeah, now it's running. So if we like hit the URL at the URL 5000, so it's running on the localhost 5000. And if we run it on 5000, see, we will get message it's working. So because it's a get method, so we are doing like. Now if we do for same for the post, same for the post, and this time we'll do console.log request.body.name, and same thing for the request.body.name, age, city. So whenever we'll post, it will come under the request whatever variable or whatever you call. So then it will print request.body.name, then age, then city, and will return back the let's say success. Okay. So we'll see when we do console, so it will just print here. Okay. So let me just go to the front end. Yeah. So now let's just clean it, and as soon as we submit it, just open. I'll just make it a little bit smaller. Yeah. See what we have got. Uncaught for records. I think I have to reload it. Age, city, LKO, post uncaught error. Of course. Why it's not sending? Localhost 5000. Await response. Console.rs. Yeah, let me just now check it. Why it can't find the localhost 4004 5000? I mean, let me just again write it. I mean, it's running on 5000. It's saying I can't found 5000. See, now see now sending back. So you can see John 45 LKO. So now if we print Michael 45 NY and just make it smaller, you'll see Michael 45 NY, and in response we are getting the data status 200, data message equals to success. So we can like rest dot data dot message. Okay, yeah, now if we print it, success. So now after that you can do if success, redirect to there or redirect there. So this is what all form thing was. Yeah, thanks for watching it.